There are people in your life right now who you cannot trust. They do not show their true colors on their faces. They do not hurt you in loud and obvious ways. Instead, they hide their danger behind smiles, kindness, and fake helpfulness. Carl Jung was a famous doctor who studied how the human mind works. He did not just study thoughts and feelings. He studied the things that people hide from others. Jung discovered that the most dangerous people are not the loud and mean ones. The truly dangerous people are quiet and sneaky. They blend in with everyone else and pretend to care about you, but deep inside, they are slowly breaking you down. These dangerous people do not always yell at you. They do not always hurt you in ways you can see. Sometimes they smile at you while they hurt you. That is exactly what makes them so dangerous. That is why you keep missing the warning signs. Jung spent his whole life trying to understand the masks people wear. People do not show you their true selves right away. They show you whatever version will make you like them or trust them. If you are not paying attention, you will give your time to the wrong people. You will give your energy, your trust, and even your love to someone who was never safe. Jung pointed out 6 different patterns of dangerous people. These 6 types wear psychological masks that seem harmless at first, but if you are not awake and aware, they will quietly destroy your life. Let me explain each one to you right now. Number 1, the chronic victim. This is the person who never takes responsibility for anything. Everything bad that happens to them is always someone else's fault. They are always suffering and always being attacked by others. They act like the whole world is against them. When you first meet them, you feel sorry for them. You want to help them feel better. You become emotionally invested in their problems. But Jung saw through this trick very clearly. People who play the victim forever are actually hiding deep manipulation. If you are always the victim, you never have to take responsibility. You never have to change or grow as a person. The chronic victim uses their pain like a weapon against you. They make you feel guilty for things you did not do. They pull sympathy out of you and turn it into an obligation. You think you are helping them, but really you are just carrying their weight. The worst part is that they do not actually want to heal or get better. They want control over you through your pity. These people will never change because change would take away their power. If you do not distance yourself from them, you will start to feel guilty for being happy. Number 2, the charming mirror. Jung called this the persona trap. This is someone who reflects back exactly what you want to see. They agree with everything you say. They laugh at all your jokes. They admire your dreams and goals. At first, they feel like your biggest supporter and best friend, but slowly, you start to notice something very strange. You do not actually know who this person really is. They never show you anything real about themselves. They are just mirroring you to gain your trust. Jung wrote that some people become so fake that they turn into masks. The real person stays hidden behind the mask. The charming mirror is dangerous because they feel so safe and supportive. But what is actually behind their mask? Nothing real. They have no substance, no stability, and no consistent values. They are not actually loyal to you as a person. They are only loyal to your approval and attention. The moment you stop admiring them, they disappear or turn against you. You never actually met the real them. Trusting someone like this is like shaking hands with smoke. Number 3, the passive-aggressive enabler. This type of dangerous person is very subtle and hard to spot. They do not openly criticize you or fight with you directly. They let you talk, and then they drop hints that undermine you. This person will nod when you share your big dream with them. But later they will say something like, "I do not want you to be disappointed." Or they might say, "I would never risk failing like you are." It sounds supportive on the surface, right? But it is not supportive at all. Jung described this as the hidden shadow of the helper. These people do not directly attack your decisions. Instead, they slowly chip away at your confidence through sneaky suggestions. They present doubt as if it is concern for you. They present fear as if it is logic and common sense. If you are not paying attention, You will start to believe their limitations are yours too. Jung believed this type is especially dangerous because they pretend to empower you. But really, they are making sure you never outgrow them. If you succeed without them, they lose their grip on you. So they clip your wings before you can fly and call it support. Number 4, the secret competitor. This person is not competing with the rest of the world. They are secretly competing with you, but they hide it very well. They pretend to be your friend and supporter. They clap for your success and act happy for you. But every single time something good happens to you, they make it about themselves. They minimize your achievement or redirect the attention back to them. Jung believed this type is driven by unconscious feelings of inferiority. They do not actually hate you as a person. They resent what you reflect back to them, which is their own inadequacy. Instead of owning that feeling, they compete with you in secret. They copy your ideas and pretend those ideas were theirs first. They give you compliments that have hidden insults inside them. They only celebrate you when they are ahead, never when you are above them. You can feel the tension in the air when you are around them. If you ignore these signs, you will keep trusting someone who sees you as a threat. Here is the twisted part that makes it worse. When you fail at something, they feel relieved inside. But they will not say that out loud to you. Instead, they will say, "I tried to warn you." This person is not a real teammate or true friend. Jung warned, never trust someone who cannot clap when it is not their turn to win. Number 5, the spiritual narcissist. This is the person who presents themselves as enlightened and emotionally mature. They speak in a soft and calm voice. They quote philosophy and talk about healing and personal growth. They act like they are above conflict and above ego. But in truth, they are deeply attached to being seen as superior to you. The danger is that they do not dominate you by arguing. They dominate you by always being the calm one in every situation. They make you feel emotional or spiritually inferior whenever you push back. They say things like, "Sounds like a trigger you have not dealt with yet." Or they say, "You are still reacting emotionally because you have inner work to do." It all sounds wise and mature on the surface, but it is really just a power play to control you. They use emotional and spiritual language to invalidate your reality. You cannot win an argument with them because they will never admit to arguing. You cannot confront them because they will reframe your anger as your personal flaw. Jung warned about this type especially. They did not actually kill their ego and become humble. They just gave their ego some spiritual robes and crystals. The more you trust them to guide you, the more power they gain. They do not gain power by helping you grow. They gain power by keeping you small and confused. They do not want equals or partners. They want students who look up to them. If you are not careful, you will mistake their emotional stillness for depth. But in reality, it is just a performance and an act. Number 6, the empath who always ends up in control. The 6th dangerous type is the empathic controller. They claim to feel everything around them. They sense energy, moods, body language, and tension. They cry easily and comfort you often. They make you feel deeply seen and understood. At first, this seems like a beautiful gift. It feels like real connection and intimacy. But over time, it becomes something else entirely. It becomes control through sensitivity. You start adjusting your behavior so you do not disturb them. You suppress your honest reactions so you do not hurt their feelings. You hesitate to express frustration because they say your energy affects them. Before you realize it, you are not expressing yourself at all anymore. You are just managing their emotions for them. They have convinced you that their pain is your fault. Jung warned about this subtle danger. Many people who claim to be highly sensitive are projecting unhealed chaos outward. They demand that the world organize itself around their wounds. This is where the empath becomes toxic and dangerous. They do not want real connection with you. They want emotional safety at your expense. If you fail to meet their needs, they break down completely. Suddenly you become the bad guy in their story. You are insensitive, cold, and responsible for their emotional spiral. But it is not your spiral or your responsibility. It is theirs, and they never learn to hold it themselves. So they place it on you and make it your problem. You will mistake emotional chaos for depth. You will mistake sensitivity for purity and goodness. You will mistake control for closeness and love. That is not love or connection. That is psychological submission. Jung's advice was simple: walk away. Why these people exist. Now that you know all 6 types, you might ask yourself why these people exist. Jung's answer is brutally clear and honest. These people exist because they never met their own shadow. So now they make you carry it for them. They never faced the part of themselves that is manipulative. They never admitted their need for control. They never took responsibility for their own pain. So they made it your job to fix them. These people are not rare or unusual. They are everywhere around you. Jung believed the only real protection is self-awareness. You must learn to spot the mask they wear. You must see through the fake kindness. You must hear what is not being said out loud. And you must walk away before you need absolute proof. How to protect yourself. If this message hit you hard, that is actually a good thing. It means something inside you is waking up. It means you are done being easy to manipulate. Here is how you move forward starting today. First, audit your circle of friends and family. Start asking yourself, who drains my energy? Who confuses me? If someone constantly needs context just to treat you right, they are avoiding accountability. Let them go silently and without guilt. Jung believed withdrawal is one of the strongest acts of consciousness. Second, let your shadow speak up. Stop trying to be perfect all the time. Let yourself say no when you need to. Let yourself get angry when something is wrong. Let yourself question people's intentions. Your shadow is not evil or bad. It is protective of who you really are. Jung said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Integrate the part of you that can walk away. Integrate the part that can set a boundary." Third, stop explaining yourself to people who do not deserve it. The people who deserve your energy will not need you to justify your boundaries. They will feel them, respect them, and match you with their own clarity. But the toxic ones will demand explanations from you. Let them think whatever they want. Jung did not believe in convincing unconscious people to see your light. He believed in becoming so grounded that their confusion no longer slows you down. Fourth, trust what you felt the first time. Most people are not confused about red flags. They are just hoping they are wrong. But you were not wrong. That moment you felt the energy shift was real. That moment your gut said, something is off here, was real. That was your subconscious reading patterns before your mind caught up. Start listening to your gut instinct. The people Jung warned us about do not show up with obvious warning signs. They show up with flattery, emotional stories, and healing talk. But time always reveals the truth. Carl Jung did not want you to fear the world. He wanted you to stop fearing your own inner knowing. The more shadow you integrate, the fewer toxic people get close to you. Not because you are hiding from the world, but because your energy no longer gives them entry into your life. You stop explaining yourself to people who do not listen. You stop fixing people who do not want to heal. You stop justifying your standards to people who have none. And without ever raising your voice, you become someone no manipulator can reach. No narcissist can fool you anymore. No competitor can rattle your confidence, because you are now the person Jung wanted you to be. You are awake, whole, and impossible to trick. If this video opened your eyes to the toxic patterns you have been tolerating, do not keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss wisdom like this again. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 6 types you have dealt with. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this truth today. Your awareness is your power, so stay awake and stay protected.